All right, let's talk about something every accounting student kind of dreads, variance reporting. But what if I told you it's not just about crunching numbers? Today, we're going to flip the script and turn this into a tool you actually get. Something that'll give you a real edge on your LACPA and, in your actual career.
So picture this. You're a manager. You've got reports, spreadsheets, and numbers coming at you from every direction. It is a total data overload. How in the world are you supposed to know what to focus on? Where do you even start?
Well, the answer is this really powerful idea that helps you cut through all that noise. It's a system designed to make you focus only on the stuff that's actually important. It's called management by exception.
Okay, so here's how it works, and it's pretty simple, really. You set a standard, basically a target, for what should happen. Then you just let the system do its thing. You only get an alert when things go way off track. So instead of babysitting everything, you just manage the problems, the exceptions.
And this right here shows you how it all connects. Standard costs are the engine that makes this whole thing go. Right? You can't manage exceptions if you don't have a standard to compare against in the first place. That's what standard costs give you, that critical baseline.
Now, here's the analogy that's going to make this stick in your head for the exam, I promise. Think about your car's dashboard. You don't stare at the oil pressure gauge 24/7, do you? No, you just drive. You wait for that little red light to flash. Well, variances are those flashing warning lights for a business.
So if variances are the warning lights, then what's the dashboard itself? That would be the variance report. Think of it like your command center, the diagnostic tool for the whole company.
Okay, now check this out, because this is where it gets interesting. Look at how this income statement is put together for managers. It doesn't just say cost of goods sold. It says cost of goods sold at standard. It's not trying to hide the problems, it's putting them right under a spotlight, listing every single variance so you can see exactly where things went wrong.
So, it all boils down to this super simple formula. Your actual result is just your planned standard plus or minus whatever variances pop up. In this case, they had an unfavorable variance of $3,000, which dragged their gross profit down. It's a straight line from the plan to the reality.
And of course, we gotta label these things. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Favorable means you spent less than planned, which is good for profits. Unfavorable means you spent more, which is bad. But is it really, really that simple?
Okay, this is where we get into the next level thinking. This is the stuff that's going to set you apart, not just on the exam, but in your career. We have to learn to think beyond those simple labels.
Let's really dig into this. Just because you see an F for favorable on a report, does that automatically mean everything's great? The answer, you can probably guess, is a big, fat no.
Yeah, if you look at the source material, it lays out some pretty serious warnings here. See, if you only focus on hitting the numbers, people will do whatever it takes to hit those numbers, even if it actually hurts the company. It can turn into a blame game or lead to people hiding mistakes. All bad stuff.
And this quote just nails it. It gets right to the heart of the problem. People are motivated to make their numbers look good. And that motivation, that temptation, can lead them to make some really terrible long-term decisions.
This chart is a perfect example. A purchasing manager can score a favorable variance by just buying cheap, low-quality materials. Hey, their report looks amazing for the month, but what's the real consequence? Well, you get product defects, angry customers, and a trashed reputation that costs way more to fix in the long run.
All right, time to lock this in for the LECPA. This is your bullet review section. We're going to do a rapid-fire session designed to burn this into your brain, not just for your next quiz, but for the board exam years from now.
Here it is, your 5-step game plan. Now look, steps 1 through 4, that's just the math. Anybody can do that. Step 5, that is where you earn the big points. Don't just stop at the number. You have to ask why it happened. That's the analysis that truly matters.
Go ahead, pause, and screenshot this slide. Seriously, this is your mental cheat sheet. It connects the type of variance to its most likely cause in the real world. Use these ideas to get your brain started on that crucial Step 5 analysis.
So if you take one thing away from all this, let it be this. Variance analysis isn't just about math. It's about operations, it's about strategy, and it's about people. The numbers tell you what happened. Your job as a future accountant or manager is to figure out why.
And we'll leave you with that question to chew on. A manager whose reports are perfect every single month, are they a superstar? Or are they maybe cutting corners and making short-term choices that could seriously damage the company down the road? Understanding that difference, well, that's what makes you a true leader.